So I had just finished filming this video on 4 different brow looks that I'm going to show you, and this is pretty much a tutorial on how you can achieve 4 different looks by switching up your brows. I'm going from natural, then I'm going to go into a thicker, fuller brow, and then we're going to go to a bold and then a dramatic brow. And I'm actually transitioning my makeup looks in between showing you the next brow style, because I actually want you to see exactly how you can achieve a different makeup look tailored for that brow shape. Now this is a tutorial for brows, so I'm not focusing much on the makeup at all. I can do plenty of makeup tutorials, but this one is specifically tailored to brows. So here's my brows. These are my brows with no makeup on. These are my natural brows. This one's a little bit thinner than this one, and overall, I mean, I will not be going out looking like this, period. I have to always have my brows filled in some way, somehow. So let's go ahead and get started with the first brow look. The first brow look that I'm going to show you is the natural brow look. This look I like to do when I'm like going somewhere really quick, whether it's to the store, just even if I'm around the house or whatnot, and maybe somebody might pop up, I don't know, but that is definitely a go-to look in my book. I'm going to show you exactly how I achieve a natural brow look, and it doesn't take me no more than about 5 minutes to do it. And just to talk about the total overall look right now, I am wearing a natural kind of foundation, also a little bit of powder, and I have a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks just to bring out my cheekbones, and a little bit of a highlighting powder, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and I have mascara on my top lashes and on my bottom lashes, and a little bit of a matte nude lip. And this is pretty much the total overall natural look that I like to do, including what I'm about to show you. First, we're going to go in and just start using this brow pencil. It's a black knobby pencil, and I'm just stroking in the color quite faintly and lightly, as if I'm creating hairs. And I'm just following the natural width and length of my brow, nothing major, nothing out of the way. And I'm doing the same thing on the other brow. I'm just pretty much filling in those little sparse areas, those little gaps. And I'm now going to use this brow gel. I like to scrape it off just so I won't get too much. It is a fiber gel, so the more you put, the thicker it gets. And since we want to look natural, I'm just adding in a little bit of that, just so those hairs can poke through. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other brow. And next, I'm going to use my concealer to just line the bottom. And I don't want it to be too much or too noticeable, because this is the natural brow look. And it's okay if the brows are not completely even, because natural brows aren't even at all. Okay, so there we go. I am finished with the natural brow look. Okay, so taking a close-up, my brows are very much natural looking. It looks like it could be my natural hair, right? And we already saw how they looked before. The purpose is not to get them extra defined, extra contoured out. It's to actually just make it look as if These are my natural grown hairs, and just to make it look a little bit more cleaner. That's it. The second brow style that I'm gonna do is called the thick or full brow. Okay, the thick or full brow is pretty much coming straight from the natural brow, but instead of me following exactly the width and the length of my natural brow and just kind of stroking it in just to keep it real natural, I'm going to add just a little bit more volume, thickness to it, and of course just a little bit more of that oomph. Now, this is a good brow style to do when you were born with thin, or shall I say fine hairs like myself. So I like to do this look. As you can see, I've changed my lashes. I actually put lashes on, fake lashes on, and I actually added a little bit more mascara to the bottom. Now, this is giving me that full or thick look already that I'm gonna match up with my brows to make it look as if I was born with this natural thick hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with that look. So just like the first natural brow look, I'm using the same pencil, and I'm just thickening the bottom and the top just to give that more fuller look. And I'm adding a little bit of an extension to the front, and I'm going to go ahead to the next brow and do the same. Same thing, I don't want to have harsh lines. I kind of still want it to be a little bit natural looking, just thicker and fuller. And that same brow gel that I'm using, which is the Gimme Brow by Benefit, I'm just brushing in a little bit more gel just to thicken up the hairs. So that's it for the thick or full brow look. As you can see, I just thickened it up a little bit. I teased it a lot more with the brow gel just to make the hairs really kind of pop and show through. And also, what else did I do? That's pretty much it. I used the same products. I used the same pencil and the same gel, and this is the finished product. I actually like doing these brows. I used to do them a lot back in the day, and I think that's the beauty of brows. You can just switch it up and just tailor to however you're feeling or whatnot, or you know. But yeah, so this is it. Okay, so moving into brow style number 3. The brow style that I'm about to do is a bold brow. And the bold brow is a brow style that I like to do all the time because I just think it brings out everything. If I'm not going to wear much makeup, like this is not considered much makeup to me, I like to just go ahead and make sure my brows are standing out the most. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did put on some black eyeliner. I winged it out, and I put a little bit of brown eyeshadow on the bottom lash line, and I changed my lip and added a little bit more highlight and just a little blush to my cheekbones. And this look is a typical look for me, minus like the lip color. I might do like a nude lip, but for the most part I do this look and with a bold brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this bold brow. So the products I'm going to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony, and of course an angle brush. I like to begin in the middle of my brow, and then I use the product towards the end, just mainly to darken that section. I don't like to really use it too much in the front because I want to have kind of that ombre or natural fade look. And I'm doing the same for the other side, just pretty much brushing the product into the brow, darkening the end mainly. And now I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up like I did the other two with the concealer. I am using a little bit more concealer for this look, just because I think when you're doing a bold brow, you should have a little bit more highlight and just a little bit more definition. And I don't know if you're noticing, but I am also thinning out the brow a little bit, not too thick, just kind of more towards the width of my natural brow, but just darker and bolder. And when I'm all finished with that, I brush it through, and there you have it, bold brows. These are the perfect brows for me. I like to do this one pretty much all the time. Like I said, I do the natural, I do the full brows, and I do those time to time, but this is definitely my go-to brow when it comes down to every day. Okay, so now for the fourth and final brow look, guess what I'm gonna do? Exactly, a dramatic look. So as you can see, I've already went on and changed up the makeup. I went to a darker lip. This is dramatic to me, which I actually love this look. I can wear this look every day as well, but anyways, I've also changed the eyeliner. I made it thicker and just a little bit more winged out, and I put on some eyeshadow. So everything just kind of corresponds together, like the dark smoky look. And I also added a little bit more contour to my cheekbone and a little bit more highlight and everything to my nose, and you know, all those good things and good areas. So this is good to do when you're going out on the town, whether you're going to a party, a place where you definitely want to stand out and you definitely want to make a statement. That's where you would do a dramatic brow and also dramatic look overall. So I'm just going to go in and show you how I do the dramatic brow. So I'm going to use the same dip brow from Anastasia Beverly Hills in Ebony, and I'm just going to extend the tail, and I'm also going to extend the front of the brow and darken it a lot more. And I'm actually thickening the brow as well. I think the thicker the brow makes more of a dramatic statement. And I'm just going to use the same brow gel, the Gimme Brow by Benefit in Deep, just to make sure it's a lot more thicker hair coming through, and of course a lot more concealer. I'm going to highlight underneath the bottom of the brow just to kind of blend it in with the eyeshadow. And I'm also going to outline the top of the brow. Now, it's up to you on how much concealer you put. Like I said, I just like to have a little bit more of that highlighted look when I'm doing a dramatic brow. And of course, a little bit more highlight on top. And that is the end for this video / tutorial. I'm so glad I was able to just go ahead and do these 4 different brow styles, from the natural, the thick, the bold, and of course the dramatic. I actually love this dramatic look. Yeah, I might start doing this more often, but I hope this video could have been help to you. Please subscribe, rate, comment, all that good stuff. And thank you to the subscribers that have subscribed thus far. I really appreciate it. I have so much more coming, even just better quality videos altogether, lighting and all that. So I'm looking forward to doing more videos, and thank you for watching.